Hello, Leo. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, my friends. How are you? Thanks so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Leo, this reading is for the week ahead, but listen, the week ahead, if you're here real time, is December 31st and then the first 6 days of January. So I'm here to do a reading for that energy, but if you are somebody here who's here later, and please know that the readings are timeless, right? So whether you get this today, tomorrow, or next year, it could still resonate for you. So Leo, if you are here and you are here real time, thank you so much for doing that. All the ways that you've been loving on this channel this year. So appreciated. This Leo tribe has grown so crazy big. It's beautiful. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate your thumbs up and being in the comments and all of that stuff. Let's find out what's going on for the week ahead for you, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you're brand new and you're just rolling up on all these shenanigans, there is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner if you decide to join this beautiful tribe. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to say hello. Let's go. Let's find out what's going on for Leo. We're just doing tarot this time. Oh, look at that. We start with your card, the Six of Candles, Six of Wands. Leo, that's your energy. Tell me what's going on here. I feel like it's the end of a really hard cycle for you, Leo, is what it looks like here. It feels like you're getting some sort of success or some sort of victory or movement here after some sort of hard cycle here. We do have the list, and the list is the Judgment card in this deck, which is the Yuletide Tarot. So I feel like it feels like it's the end of a really hard cycle. I feel like things are about to get a little easier for you, and I feel it's because you've chosen it. It feels like you're answering the call is what you're doing here. You're answering the call and letting go of the things that maybe are not serving you or the things that were hurting you. It feels like it's painful to let go, but I feel like you're ready for it because you know that you can't have this victory or this success if you don't let go of the past or whatever is in the past. Tell me more about Leo. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands. And we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. It does feel like here with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands facing each other, it almost like they're in cahoots, I want to say. And I feel like these are both your energies. Like I feel, of course, this is your energy, right? Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. But we do have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And I feel like this is your logical side because Leo, you are like that. You are fire. You will run at things. You will take risks. But you also have this very highly intelligent, logical side that requires for things to be in balance. I mean, you're not going to take risks that are going to crash your life, right? You are going to be taking educated risks. And that's what it feels like. You're taking some sort of an educated risk because it feels like you've been living in the pain of the mind for too long. It feels like there's a painful memory or painful memories from the past that you choose to leave in the past. And in order to do that, you have to answer the call. I feel like the Five of Swords in the reverse is telling me you're trying to reconcile it in the mind. You're trying to you could be wanting to reconcile with somebody that you haven't spoken with for a while for some of you, but it feels like this Five of Swords in the reverse is telling me that you're finally dropping some sort of grudge or deciding to reconcile it in the mind. Like, I really just want to let this go. This is really causing me a lot of pain. I just want to let it go. So I feel like this fire side is here, but I also feel like you're in some sort of a very logical energy here where you're finally standing up for yourself, but it does feel like you are standing up for yourself in not an aggressive way, but a very assertive way to tell the people around you, look, this is what I'm doing. I'm standing up for myself. I need balance in my life. And yes, I'm still the same old Leo. Yes, I'm still that person who is independent and fiery and passionate about life and people and relationships. But what I need to reconcile is that I'm being called to something else. I'm being called to change my trajectory here with the Judgment card. Tell me what else is going on for Leo. We have the Holly King. Look, I feel like you've realized your worth is what it feels like here, Leo. The Holly King is the Emperor. I feel like you've realized that you do have stability and security, that you are the person who does have worth. It feels like there is a Leo here, whether you're feminine or masculine, because the Emperor is masculine leaning, but also has feminine energy. It feels like you it's like you've gotten your shit together. I want to say it's like it's all come together in a moment of alchemy, all come together at the same time. And you're showing up as the emperor. And I feel like you may have been the emperor all along, but I feel like you're the one that's finally noticing it now because the sun is out, right? The sun is out, and the sun is your energy, right? You are the sun. Leo is represented by the sun in tarot. And I want to say that the sun is out and the victory is yours, because it feels like the last part of the gig, I want to say, is that you finally just have to tell people, I'm going a different way. I'm going on a different trajectory. I just need to do it for myself. And it's not that I'm not the same old Leo, but I am the Leo who's now really thinking on a high level about what I want. What empire do I want to leave for my children, for my family? What sort of an empire do I want to build? It feels like you've realized your worth and you now know that you can do it on your own. And I think it's because I feel like I'm speaking to a Leo who's been in the struggle alone for a very long time. And because this Six of Wands is telling me that, you're getting victory after the fight or after the war. It's like something that you've endured by yourself here. And it's pretty exciting energy here. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse. You might be leaving home for some of you. You might be leaving the community, or you might be leaving your parents' home. Like maybe you've decided that you're going to go to college or university out of state, or out of the province, or out of the country. Maybe you're going to go to a different country, but the Four of Wands in the reverse tells me that maybe you've outgrown your environment, that it's no fun there anymore. It's not a happy place for you. Now you want to have your own environment. You want to have your own home. So I feel like you might be honest with your folks, or honest with your friends, or honest with maybe you're in a relationship where you no longer want to live together. We have the Ace of Swords. You are speaking up for sure. And, the 5 and the 1, the Ace is the 6. And it's like you are telling people, I'm no longer living in the chaos that I had created. And I feel like you're growing up is what it feels like. You're growing up into the emperor, that it's now about stability and sturdiness. It's now about making decisions, the hard ones and the easy ones. And not everybody's going to like the decisions that you make, but I feel like the Six of Swords is telling me it's time for you to go. It's time for you to get out of the chaos, go to the calm. And I feel it's because you've had some sort of clarity about the Judgment card, about it's time to get on a different path, or you're finally listening to the universe, listening to the call, saying it's time for you to get out on a different path. The Magician is here. You found your magic is what you did. I feel like you've taken whatever happened before in the Six of Wands energy, whatever really hard cycle. And look, this can be years. Maybe it's not a week. Maybe it's like 10 years or 15 years. Maybe it's a really hard cycle for a really long time. But it feels like you've taken the pain of what you went through with the Ten of Swords. Six of Wands is, gaining victory or success, a lot of success. The sun is out. You can see everything clearly now, but I feel like you had to go through a really hard cycle. But I think that whatever was really hard for you, I feel like you are now the alchemist here, that you are the one who has decided, I know what I need and I'm going to go out and get that thing. I've got all the tools that I need to get whatever it is that I want. Not everyone's going to be happy with you. Tell me why the Ten of Swords is here. I think this is really exciting though, Leo. I want to say it's really very exciting. It's like it's like everyone else saw you as the emperor, but now you're noticing it within yourself. And I really love that. Tell me about the Ten of Swords, please. We've got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. We've got the Fool. I love it. And we've got the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Look, this is really beautiful for you, Leo. What a beautiful way to move into the new year. Because the Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. And you're like, I can no longer contribute to my own sadness, to my own, the Ten of Swords is being, this is the place where you can release all of the hardships, release the things that hurt you. It feels like with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, you're no longer keeping silent about those things. You're saying, look, you hurt me, and I'm not going to allow you to do that to me again. It feels like with the Fool here, this is a new day. Like it feels like it's a new door that you're walking through. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse is like, I'm no longer putting any effort into keeping silent, because when I keep silent, Seven of Swords in the reverse, when I keep silent, then the Ten of Swords ensues. And I don't want that anymore. So I feel like you are taking hold of your mental health is what it feels like. You're taking hold of your mental health, and you're just going to tell people, I'm leaving, I'm going, I'm walking through the door, the Fool is here. I'm walking through to this new chapter in my life, and it's something that I have to do for me. Tell me about the Queen of Swords, please. You might be just cluing people in at a family dinner. It could be. The Four of Wands is in the reverse, and it feels like they're not going to be all that happy about your revelations. But you're really excited. It feels like you're really excited with this Ace of Wands in your hand. You're really excited about these revelations that you have, that I can get some balance, but now I've got to tell my family. Or the person I no longer want to date, possibly, that I'm going on some sort of a brand new exciting path, because I'm the alchemist, I am the magician, and I've got the tools. You don't get to be the emperor without wisdom. And so I feel like you have learned something. I feel like there's wisdom here, that's something that you have learned. And it feels like whatever you've learned, you're now going to apply it in your life. And so we have a couple of aces here, right? It's time for you to go on a new path. First of all, it's a new day. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to give you the clarity that you need in order to understand what I'm doing with my life, because it's time for me. It's time for me to go. Look at the Ace of Wands is here, and then the Ace of Wands is in the hand of the Emperor. So I feel like you just have to be honest with the people around you and say, look, I can't hang out here anymore. I don't want to live in this house with you anymore. It feels like somebody is really growing up, whether you're a kid who's leaving home or whether you're an adult who's decided that you can no longer be in the vibration that you were in with a bunch of people. And like I said, not everyone is going to be happy with that. In fact, I think it's some family members who are not necessarily going to be happy with that. It's not that they don't want to see you do well. It's, of course, they know that you'll be leaving something behind, right? It's like you'll be leaving the good times behind. I feel like I'm talking to someone who's decided, you know what? I just can't spend every weekend drinking and partying. I can't do that anymore. The Emperor, that's not what the Emperor does. The Emperor has far more important things pending in their life. They can't squander their money, squander their time, because they're making decisions not only for themselves, but for the betterment of others as well. And so I feel like now it's like you're feeling this this sort of grown-up energy of, I got to stop pissing around. I got to start making some really good decisions moving forward here. But I feel like not, like I said, when you break the news here with the Ace of Swords, when you break the news, I feel like not everybody's going to be happy with you, but you're going to try and reconcile it with them. You're going to say, look, you guys know how it was back there. It was a really tough cycle for me. It was really hard. It was kind of sad. I was depressed. It wasn't working out for me. And now I've got to move forward because I've got all these tools. I can't squander all of these tools that I've been blessed with here. So I feel like you're going to try and, reconcile it. Hopefully they don't hold grudges, but I feel like with the Six Swords here that you are moving forward, moving on from either a chaotic mindset or a chaotic life. And we do have the Two of Cups. You're gone out to find love. I feel like somebody here has decided that they really do want to have a partner for life. Maybe back here, back here was maybe a place where you were not interested in finding someone to settle down with. But I feel like the king, the Holly King or the Emperor is the person who is ready to settle down. So I feel like you are ready to settle down, and leaving or telling these people what you're going to tell them is sort of emotional overwhelm. Like I feel like a little bit nauseated as I'm doing this reading. I'm feeling tiny bit nauseated, like a wrench in my gut. My gut is like clenched. It feels like I do have to tell them that I can no longer hang around with them. I no longer want to work here. I no longer want to be in this relationship, or I'm moving away from the family, like from the city, possibly across the world for some of you. We do have the Eight of Swords. We do have the Six of Swords. So there it is. 5 and 1 is 6. And the Six of Swords shows up to let us know that we're on the right track with this reading here. The Eight of Swords as well. And so I feel like it feels like you with this Ace of Wands and the Eight of Swords, it feels like you're trying to find the words. It feels like you're trying to find the right words because you don't want to hurt anybody. And so I feel like you were in this Eight of Swords energy for a while because you're telling them that you're going. You might be going to live with someone else. Like maybe you've found love. Maybe it is maybe the Two of Cups is telling me that you have found love, and you're going to tell people, I have found love, and I'm leaving. I'm leaving, and I'm going wherever it is that you're going. We have the mistletoe. Could very well be that. It feels like it's someone's choice to leave, and I feel like it's your choice to go, but I feel like you feel that there's no other way around it here. I have to go. I have to find out exactly what's out there for me. Tell me what the Judgment card is, please. The Judgment and the Magician, because it feels like you're making the right choice, I want to say, with the Magician and the Judgment card showing up here. You're making the best choice for you, and it's the right one, and it's about to get pretty exciting with the Ace of Wands here with the Magician. We do have the Page of Pentacles here. We have the Hierophant. And we have the Five of Wands. And so it is an opportunity that's being offered to you. So whether that's an opportunity in love or an opportunity of work, an opportunity to just break away and maybe start a business or be your own person or get that job that you always wanted as the CEO or the president possibly. But the Page of Pentacles tells me that there is a small opportunity, and that you're listening to this Magician and Judgment energy here that's saying that this is the right thing to do. Take the opportunity. It feels like here that you've learned a bunch of lessons. I feel like 2024 for you was a year of lessons, and that you can no longer hold yourself back. Five of Wands. You can't hold yourself back. You've got to, how can I say, you can see two people that maybe they might be arguing over the bill or who's going to pay the bill. It's like you're finally standing front and center and being accountable for all of the things that happened back there. You're reconciling everything. It's the only way to become the Emperor, right? To be honest and truthful with yourself. Otherwise, you can't be the King of Swords. Tell me what the outcome is here, please, for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I like it. We've got the Temperance card, balance. This whole thing is bringing you into balance. It almost feels, Leo, that you're now catching up to the place that you always should have been in. But I feel like the reason you weren't making decisions to step into this Emperor energy or recognizing your own worth or seeing that your own worth is because I feel like you're a person who loves to keep everyone around you happy, to keep balance, right? I feel like this is a new day of balance for you here. The Four of Pentacles is here, and now you're doing something for you. You're no longer sharing it with everybody else. Because when you share it with everybody else, people who don't really have enough, right? The Five of Pentacles is here. When you keep sharing with everybody else, it stops them from being the best version of them. You can continue to fish for them and feed them fish, but if you give them a fish, they're going to eat for a day. But if you teach them to fish, they are going to be able to fish for themselves. I feel like with the Hierophant here, that you are somebody who is a spiritual teacher, or you are a teacher of things. Maybe a teacher of children. It could be that. Maybe you're just a teacher, but it could be a spiritual teacher. But I feel like that now, instead of helping the people around you who don't have enough, I feel like you are now keeping it for yourself, and that's what's giving you balance. I feel like you were giving away too much of yourself, Leo. I feel like you were helping everyone and neglecting yourself. And I feel like, this Emperor would never do that. The Emperor knows the value of the self. So I feel like you're just decided you can't do that anymore. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Yep, that's what it is. I can't stop. I can't keep bleeding my finances out to everybody who won't get up and do it for themselves. Everybody who's feeling bad about themselves, in a lower vibration, in a vibration where they feel like they can never help themselves. This is a vibration of complaints. I'm always complaining. I don't have enough, living in scarcity. And I feel like you're the one that was standing up saying, look, I know my feet are taped too. I'm not having an easy time, but I'm standing here anyway. Get up. And I feel like people weren't getting up. And so I feel like you just had to take it and go. But I feel like it's a really beautiful day for you. The Queen of Pentacles is here. That's, the Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn, of course, Taurus and Virgo as well, because we're in a general reading. But I want to say that the Queen of Pentacles being here is Capricorn, and Capricorn new moon is coming up on the 30th, and I feel like that door is opening for you, and so you're stepping through that new door here, which is the Fool card, into the new year. And I feel like you're stepping into it being very planned, being very balanced, deciding that it's time for you to move forward in a balanced way, and you're planning for the future here. Although there are going to be people who are still in hardship. The Three of Swords and the Hanged Man, it tells me that you have a realization that you're going to be breaking some hearts. Some people are going to be disappointed in you, but you really do have this new perspective on life, and it's time for you to sacrifice this, because you don't want to live here. And if they want to stay there, then they can stay there. But you are more about the self-reliance, right? You're more about the self-reliance, working hard on the self. I feel like you have some sort of specialty skill in that you're going to become an emperor. Like maybe you're a carpenter, but now you're going to be somebody who leads carpenters. I don't know what that word is, sorry. Somebody who teaches carpenters, right? The teacher is here. So it feels like there is some really beautiful things coming up for you. This is a really beautiful reading. And I feel like for some of you, this could mean that you've grown out of this environment here, and it's time for you to head out and look for someone who is a soulmate. Because, you can stand back and let everyone else take from you and give willingly, because that's who you are, because you are the gift giver, right? But I feel like it's time for you to find out where your love path is. For some of you, it is love that you're out here looking for. And for others of you, it feels like you're just starting to be a little more selfish. And I don't say that in a bad way. I think that it's time for you to be selfish, because you're the person who will give until there's nothing left to give. It's time for you to drop these burdens here with the 10 of Wands in favor of something brand new love, listening to your intuition, something that makes you happy. There's good news coming in the future. It feels like you're going to stop putting all the work in for everybody else and start working on it for yourself. It's lovely. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and all the ways that you've loved on me this year. I do appreciate you so much. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back, because I'm always back. Happy, beautiful New Year to all of you. Bye-bye.